G'day guys. So today I want to talk about a very important topic that can affect everybody, no matter what age you are, but it's especially important for people who are at retirement age or getting close to retirement age. So before I get in and tell you what it is, I want to give you a few statistics that you might find interesting. If you are experiencing symptoms of depression, please seek professional help. This information is not a substitute for medical advice. Depression is serious but treatable. Consult a mental health professional or your doctor if you're feeling persistently sad or hopeless. Seeking help is a sign of strength and the first step towards recovery. So for people in their 40s and 50s, up to 15% of those people are affected, can have depression or have mental health issues. But then when you get in your 60s and above, that figure increases to around 20%. So today I want to talk about ways to address those issues. So in particular, I want to talk about a thing called ANTS, automatic negative thoughts. The term was coined by a Dr. David Burns, who was a psychiatrist at Stanford University, and he coined the phrase in 1980. And the reason I want to talk about it, because I think everyone has these ANTS to some degree, automatic negative thoughts. And it's a matter of being aware of them, catching them early, and then doing something about it. So in today's video, I want to give you some strategies that you can use so that when you realise you've got these automatic negative thoughts, and as I said, I think everybody has them to different degrees. So that's the purpose of today's video, to try to help you deal with those. So the first tactic is, as soon as you realise that you're having negative thoughts, is to stop them and say out loud, stop. So it interrupts the pattern. So instead of just going from one negative thought to the next and so on, you actually physically say stop, and it makes you reassess. So the second technique you can use to stop the ANTS is to bring yourself back to the present. So look around, name 5 things that you can see. Just to yourself. And 4 things that you can actually touch and feel the sensation of touching. And 3 things that you can smell. What are 3 different smells you can smell? So straight away, that's going to clamp down your negative thoughts and bring you back to the present moment. Because when you're thinking these negative thoughts, automatic negative thoughts, they're not reality, they're just something you're either thinking about the future or thinking about the past. So by doing this technique, it brings you back to the present. So that's number 2. The third technique you can use to stop your automatic negative thoughts is to schedule a worry time during the day. So this is a good one. I like this one. So instead of worrying now, say, okay, I'm not going to worry about that thing now. At 8 o'clock tonight, I'm going to let myself worry for 15 minutes. So you've got a designated worry time. So as soon as you feel like you're worrying about something, or you're, as I said, thinking of negative thoughts, just stop yourself and say, no, I'm not going to do that now. I haven't got time for that. I'll let myself worry for 15 minutes at 8:15 this evening, or pick a time where you let yourself worry, but you're not going to constantly worry throughout the day. Otherwise you waste too much time. Okay, the next technique is, at the end of every day, you've got to think about 3 good things that happened to you that day. They don't have to be big things, they can be very minor things. But it just gets you to focus on the positive instead of dwelling on the negative. Why not think about 3 good things that happened to you today and make that a habit? Put that in your calendar, that every night at that time, you're just going to take a little bit of time and think about 3 good things that happened to you that day. The next technique to dealing with the automatic negative thoughts, reframe it in a positive way using the what if. So let's just say you're having a negative thought, you're thinking, I'm not sure, something negative. So instead of thinking negative, switch it round, flip it to say what if on a positive note. So don't let the negative thought take up your thinking. Flip it to be a positive thought. It's up to you. You've got total control over what you're thinking. You don't have to dwell on that negative thought all the time. Sometimes we're talking about an automatic negative thought, and that happens a lot. You can't do anything about it, but what you can do is react to it when it happens, so straight away. The next way to disarm your negative thoughts, automatic negative thoughts, is give them a name. So when you realise you're having a negative thought, you can say, oh no, Bob's popped up again, or Betty's popped up again, or Rastus, or whatever. Name them. If you name them, that's going to disarm them, and it makes it a bit of fun. So the negative thought pops up, so oh no, Larry's popped up again, I better get rid of him. The next strategy is, as soon as you realise that you're having the negative thought, just stop yourself and ask yourself, is this realistic? Is this a realistic thought? Could it really happen? Or am I just letting my mind run away with myself? And on a follow-on from that, what would you tell a friend? So let's just say a friend came up and said the same thing to you, that they were thinking like that. What would you tell them? What advice would you give to them to help them squash their ants, and use that as a tactic as well? The next strategy is, when you catch yourself having a negative thought, just stop and think of something positive. Give gratitude to something, or gratitude for something, and it can be anything. Give gratitude that the sun came up this morning and that you're still breathing and able to get on with life and do the things you want to do. So give thanks and gratitude. Give thanks and gratitude to your loved ones. Give thanks and gratitude to your friends, your close friends. Appreciate your life. You only get one life, so you've got to think about the good things in life. Don't spend all your time thinking about the negative things. Some people even choose to do that, but that's their choice. You don't have to choose that. You choose to live your life how you like. So give gratitude as much as you can, because then you're thinking in a more positive direction. The next one is, if you come across some sayings, you hear some sayings, or maybe there's some things in this video that really hit the mark with you, maybe write them down, make a little note of it. And then when you're struggling during the day, or you're having negative thoughts, pull out your little pieces of paper that you've jotted down the saying or the quote or whatever. My 98-year-old mother wakes up every morning and she's got a little sort of affirmations booklet that she reads. So she opens her eyes, the first thing she does is reads 1 or 2 pages of her little book. And that sets herself up to have a positive day, which is really great. So you can do the same thing. It's up to you. You can either wake up and start your day grumpy, or you can wake up and try to put a positive spin on it, so you set yourself up to have the best day possible. The last one is, when you realise that you're having an automatic negative thought, just put all your energy and focus on a task for the next 5 minutes. Get fully immersed in that task so that it takes over your whole mind and your being and your effort and your focus. And then that will squash your automatic negative thoughts. So guys, hopefully you got something out of this video. I really like the saying automatic negative thoughts because I think everybody must have these at some stage. Some people have them a lot and other people have them a lot less, but you can do something about it as long as you're aware of your thoughts. Pick it up. And it's an ongoing process. No one's perfect at it. It's something that you have to continually work at, I believe. So yeah, as I said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your comments. My last couple of videos have done really well. I was shocked. My second last video, it's already had 300,000 views and so many comments. And the comments have been fantastic. 99% positive, you get your few negatives, but I just don't worry about those ones. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching that other video, and hopefully you like this one. If you did like it, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and share it if you think that there's someone that you know that could benefit from this video. Please share it. So I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Good luck on your own path ahead, and just be aware of those ants and squash them. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.